Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to 5 Minutes with David, your go-to spot for quick, real talk about things we all deal with but fail to say them aloud. Today we are talking about overthinking. Yes, you and I, there is something that we do quite a lot. We overthink a lot about stuff that don't even happen. We've all been there. The right clothes to wear to a party or to church, the course to take, the degrees to earn, whether to do an online course or not, the food to eat for breakfast, the right partner for you, the school to take your child to, whether your child will become a good person, a great person in the future. These are all the things that sometimes we overthink about. So we've all been there. So today we are just here to share why we do it, the repercussions of overthinking, and how we can stop it. I hope this is cool. All right, let's get down to it. Now, first, I want us to know that overthinking is not a flaw. It is being human. It is not like you are bad at decision making or being too sensitive. Honestly, overthinking is rooted in ourselves. It is not like you are bad at making decisions or too sensitive. It is being human. And honestly, overthinking is wired in ourselves. It is what the brain is wired to do, survival. Think about it for a moment, how our ancestors lived, moving from places to places, looking for food. The rustling in the bush makes them very anxious, thinking about the kind of animal that will pounce on them. They were always on the lookout. They were always thinking of their next move. And through that is how we are wired. Our ancestors had to be hyper aware of every wrong turn, because one mistake could mean no food or worse. So their brains evolved to fixate on what could go wrong. Fast forward to today, we are not running from tigers, but our brains still have the same risk-first vibe. Now, we are overthinking the test, a work meeting, or whether we said the wrong thing to a friend. Our brains are just doing their job, trying to keep us safe. It's annoying, but it's not our fault. Another reason is we care a lot. Yeah. Now think about it. You don't stay up at night overthinking about the food a stranger ate, right? You overthink about the conversation we had with a friend, the project that we had at work that matters a lot, the decisions that we make that is going to shape the rest of our lives. That is what we overthink about. It means we care. Overthinking is just a sign that you value something deeply, that you want to do right by the people you love, that you care about being good at what you do. That's not a bad thing. It is a good thing. But sometimes that care spirals into overthinking, and suddenly it's not helpful anymore. It's just stressful. We also overthink because uncertainty scares us. Let's be honest, no one wants to be in a situation where we don't know what is going to happen to us, not knowing our next move, right? So our brain tries to fix it by replaying scenarios, our next move, what to do next, and it tries to fix it. And when such happens, we overthink, and it doesn't help. We think, if I just think about this enough, I can avoid messing up. But here is the tea. No amount of overthinking can eliminate uncertainty. Life is messy. Let's deal with it. Oh, and let's not forget social media. We are surrounded by everyone's perfect lives, their promotions, their vacations, their flawless relationships. And suddenly, we are overthinking every choice we've made. Did I pick the right job? Why isn't my life as put together as theirs? All those shoulds pile up and we start over analyzing every move, scared we are not messing or we are not measuring up. Been there? Yeah, same here. I've been there. And over time, it becomes a habit. Once you start overthinking small stuff, your brain gets used to it. Like a muscle, exercise it enough and it gets stronger. Soon you're overthinking without even realizing it until you are stuck in a loop of what ifs. And you are like, wait, how did I get here? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that stop overthinking because that's garbage. But I do want to talk about what happens when we let overthinking run wild, because it's not just overthinking, it actually takes a real toll on us, and we might not even notice it. First, it drains your energy. Have you realized that the more you think, the more drained you are? You feel stressed, you feel tired, sometimes your body aches. I know of a friend who overthinks, and the vein around the head becomes hot. And the blood over there pumps, pushes like he's run a marathon. That is what overthinking does. It also fuels anxiety. Yes, overthinking is replaying worst case scenarios over our minds day in and day out. Our blood pressure runs wild and we become stressed. Your heart races, your muscles tense up, and you feel on the edge. And over time, that chronic stress can mess with your body. Headaches, stomach aches, trouble sleeping, even a weaker immune system. It's not just in your head, it's real, and it's not worth it. And here is the big one. It makes you miss the present. When you are stuck replaying the past or worrying about the future, you are not here right now with me, with your coffee, with the sun coming through the window. You miss the laugh with your friend, the way your dog greets you when you get home. The small joys that make life good, because your mind's somewhere else. And that's how we miss out on life's best moments. It can ruin relationships. Ever overthought a text from a friend? Stop. Next, it ruins relationships. Have you ever overthought of a message sent to you by a friend, your boss? And sometimes thinking about the reply they gave you, thinking they did not reply you well, or what they said, there is another hidden meaning behind the message. Some people even overthink about what happens in their workplace, that they think they are going to lose their jobs. And it causes a shift in the way we relate to people. Overthinking can mess up our lives. Overthinking causes doubt, jealousy, resentment. It pushes people away from us. It makes us feel or act in a way when we see people doing things or the words that they say, it makes us act in a different way because we overthought of what the people said or did. And that is not cool. And finally, it stops us from taking action. Overthinking makes us think, oh, what if I mess up? What if I don't do it the right way? That is overthinking. It stops us from taking action. It stops us from doing what we are supposed to do. We put decisions off. We avoid opportunities. We are always stuck in the same place, all because we are overthinking every possible outcome. You are so scared of failing, you don't even try. And that's how you miss out on growing, on trying new things, on living the life you want. But hey, none of that makes you feel fine, right? Anyway, welcome to 5 Minutes with David once again on how to fix this situation. First, awareness. Overthinking thrives when you are on autopilot. So catch yourself in the act when you notice that what if loop starting. Pause and say out loud in your head, I am overthinking right now. Just naming it takes away its power. It's like shining a light on a shadow. Suddenly, it's not that scary anymore. You are not a victim of your thoughts. You are an observer. Second, ground yourself in the present. Overthinking is always about the past or future, never now. So when you are stuck, use your senses. Feel your feet on the floor. Listen to the noise around. Taste your coffee or your tea. Touch your shirt. That is called grounding. It pulls you back to what's real, right in front of you, and breaks that overthinking loop. And third, set a worry time. I used to try to push my worries away, but that only made them come back stronger. But now, I put 10 minutes every day, usually in the afternoons. And that's the only time I am allowed to overthink. If a worry pops up outside the time, I write it down and save it for later. Most of the time, that worry isn't even a big deal anymore. It's giving your brain permission to worry, but on your own terms, not its own. And fourth, let go of control. Easier said than done, right? But here is the truth. No amount of overthinking will make life predictable. So ask yourself, what's one small thing I can let go today? Maybe it's worrying about how a meeting will go or whether someone likes you. Remind yourself, I can't control what happens, but I can control how I respond to it. Trust that you can handle whatever comes your way, even if it's not perfect. And fifth, be kind to yourself. When you catch yourself overthinking, don't beat yourself up. Say what you'd say to a friend. It's okay. You are just trying to keep yourself safe. You care, and that's good. Overthinking is a habit, and habits take time to break. Some days will be easier than others, and that's okay. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. And finally, take action. Overthinking loves inaction. It feeds on what ifs. So if you are overthinking a decision, ask yourself, what's one tiny step I can take right now? Send that to your notes. Make that call. Send that email. Pick one option, even if it's not perfect. Action is the antidote to overthinking. It moves you from thinking to doing, and that's where real progress happens. Look, I know none of these tips are magic. Overthinking won't disappear overnight, but little by little, with awareness, grounding, and kindness, you can take back control. You deserve to live in the present, to make choices without fear, to be kind to yourself. Thank you guys for hanging out today with me. Remember, overthinking is human. So, I want you to put these steps, be kind to yourself, ground yourself, and try to take small actions. And this will help you break this habit. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.